All right. Good afternoon. It feels like I've just gone through 48 hours of news stories. This is Deep Dish Football Recruiting Report and IHSA Football News, December 18th, 2018. Make sure you follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Still looking for advertisers and sponsors. If you are interested in having your product or business advertised, shoot me an email. Also, again, if you like my work, feel free to leave a tip slash donation via PayPal. I'll have the link on the bottom of the video and the website. It goes towards basically website maintenance and travel fees as we get ready to kick off the 2019 recruiting season almost. So, let's get first the big stories. Big story first one is IHSA has voted a yes on district football, which will be happening not next year, but in 2021. I don't think I think that some people have it was a half of surprise and half not surprised. I again, there's two sides to this opinion, and people need to understand it. It doesn't ruin some of the traditions of traditional rivalry games. Yes, it does. There's some big rivalry games that will be missed, and a sense of a sense of competitiveness towards those rivalry games. I completely understand, especially in a Chicago Catholic League and those big schools. There's a lot of tradition in that area. Now, does it help some of the smaller schools? Yes. I wish people would talk more about some of the coaches slash athletic directors shopping for playoff points, trying to pick some schools that would be an easy win. And there were teams that have done that. Numerous teams that have done that. That's why other teams were looking for schools outside the state of Illinois. My home team, Westmont, the Westmont Sentinels, had to play a team from Canada, and they're an independent team. So is district going to even the playing ground? Yes, it will. Now, is there going to be more travel? Most likely, yes. Is it going to ruin some of the conference traditions and all other stuff? Yes, I completely understand that. I could understand both sides. I do understand both sides. I do wish though people would address some of the coaches' greed. There were some coaches that basically were shopping for playoff points. That were shopping for easy wins. They were shopping all they wanted was an easy win, and that messed up some schedules. And it's a thing that really got me. That gets me a little bit angry when you have to have a big team. It was 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, Stevenson was looking for a team, and they had to play a team up in Michigan. You had teams that were looking for out-of-state opponents because there wasn't a team that did not want to play them. You had teams that literally did not want to play other teams because there would be a loss and be a loss of playoff points. And you got the playoff points. I'm happy for you, and then you get knocked out early in the playoffs. So, again, I give a lot of respect to IC. IC they put teams on their schedule that were two sizes bigger than them. They played Eltoff Catholic. I'm trying to think, Julia Catholic, and they won those games. And they did never back down from a challenge or an offer to play another team that was tougher, that had a longer history and a great pool of players. So there's two sides, and I understand the tradition. And when you talk about tradition, you talk about the Chicago Catholic League. That's tradition. That's football from the standpoint. That's something that everyone points when you go talk about Illinois high school football. You talk about that Chicago Catholic League. You talk about it like it's nobody's business. And the Saginaw is another one. Central State, 8 great games in there. Rochester's Sacred Heart Griffin. You got teams up north. You got the DuPage Valley Conference, the Duquesne Conference that was just newly formed, which I believe was a great conference. Great small school conferences, but it is what it is. District football will be here 2021. Next big story: Hinsdale Central, Hinsdale South. Programs get cut, most likely as a political ploy. The referendum in April 2nd will probably be passed, and everything will be back to normal again. It sucks because I have so much respect for both programs, those kids, just great group of kids, and both those coaching staffs, Barry and Hartman, all those coaches, Hanson, Just all those coaches. They're just a great group of guys, and it's horrible when we have to use children as a political ploy, and we could just take care of it easily. But it is what it is. District 86 has had troubles in this in the past, and they're going to have troubles in the future. So this is just a long list of what's going to happen for District 86. I'm close by the district. I it's going to be tough, but we'll see what happens. Try not to take a side, but it sucks because these coaches work their butts off and they don't know what's going on. Hopefully, I do think that's going to pass, but just it sucks for those guys, and they're just a great group of guys. All right, so we're done with that. Hinsdale, Illinois District football. I'll probably get a bunch of hate comments. I understand. The other thing right now, Michael Love, he commits to NIU. NIU got a huge steal. Michael Love, he can do anything. He can be in the backfield. He can be in wide receiver. The kid's a beast. The kid's a perfect piece for NIU. I don't think of a better team for Michael Love than I do think of NIU. He could be he is the complete package. And again, I know he's undersized, but do not let his size fool you. He will break your ankles. He is that good. Michael Love, class of 2021, commits to NIU. Next, Allen from Winnebago High School. He officially commits to University of Wisconsin-Whitewater. Yes, it's a small school, but Wisconsin-Whitewater, D3, big school, power conference, power Division III conference in the Wisconsin Athletic Conference. But they get a good tight end out of Winnebago, well-deserved. Coach Shields and what he does, and that whole staff and what they do in recruiting Illinois, it's no surprise. And Wisconsin, Platteville, and I talked about Wisconsin lacrosse, they're going to get more offers too. They steal a lot of kids from Illinois, so no surprise there. Also, a quick reminder, tomorrow is the National Signing Day early. I'm going to be doing coverage for the whole morning and afternoon, live videos and all the other stuff, all that great stuff as we talk about the big National Signing Day as everyone starts their signing, and then there's a second signing day in February. But again, it'll be interesting, all the bread and circuses of tomorrow. Also, again, please follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpete@fp@gmail.com. If you have any questions, I will answer them. If you like my work, again, please feel free to leave a tip/donation via PayPal. I'll have the link on the bottom. Visit deepdishfootball.com. My first showcase that I will be at is at the Boom Showcase. That's the only showcase I'll be at. It's the best. Be sure you check it out for the winter. And again, if you have any questions and coaches, I've been asked to speak at some clinics and that. If you want me to speak, I'm not about philosophy, but about recruiting, please let me know. Send me an email, coachbigpete@fp@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much. Have a lovely day and see you tomorrow, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow morning as we do National Signing Day.